In the Bad Batch finale, Tech fell to his death after sacrificing himself for his brothers and Omega. Mentioning Plan 99, Plan 99 is in reference to Clone 99 from the Clone Wars. And I mentioned this in the breakdown, but I'll just quickly reiterate. Clone 99 was a defective so-called clone trooper with physical abnormalities compared to his brothers. He worked as a maintenance worker at the clone trooper barracks on Kamino. Despite his physical limitations, he was fiercely loyal to the clone troopers and often helped them in any way he could. Clone 99 died in the episode The Clone Wars Season 3 Episode 1, Clone Cadets, while defending the clone cadets from an attack by Separatist commando droids. He sacrificed his life to help the cadets escape and transmit a distress signal warning the Republic for the impending attack. Clone 99's bravery and sacrifice inspired Tech, so that's why Tech mentioned Plan 99. Which is him sacrificing himself for his team. Now, Wrecker tells him not to do it, and Tech questions when have we ever followed orders, shooting the wire and falling to his doom along with the tram pulling the others down. So we all think Tech is dead. Here's why I don't think Tech is dead. There are actually many reasons supporting his survival, and the main one is that Hemlock got his glasses, which means that he probably found his body or had some sort of a ship pick him up before he hit the ground, simply because he finds the Bad Batch to be extremely valuable assets to do experiments on. Now we have to remember, these are not regular clones, these are clones that have superpowers and abilities. So Hemlock definitely would want to keep tabs on all of them because they're so limited. Now another theory is that Tech's mutation was his intelligence, meaning if anyone could calculate a way out of that situation, it's him. Another theory I have is that he had thrusters on his backpack, and this is something that a lot of you mentioned during the watch party, is that his backpack looked like they have thrusters on it. So heck, maybe he was just able to turn on his jetpack, maybe not like Django or Boba Fett and fly away, but he would at least be able to have a bit of a soft landing and slow his descent before hitting the ground. Another theory is that he fell into water, which would give him a better chance of survival with his armor than if he landed on the ground. The final theory here is going back to Hemlock and how he was using the clones for experiments, and the Bad Batch were more unique and special clones compared to the regular ones, given their mutations and powers. I believe Hemlock would have done everything he could to make sure he collected Tech before he hit the ground, or to revive him and heal him back to health so he can run tests on him. I think in the third season, we could see the Empire running tests and experiments on Tech, and this would likely be used as some sort of major mid-season cliffhanger, or perhaps even end of season 3 sort of thing, where Tech comes back and he's alive, or we see him being experimented on. Now, the final theory here is that he is alive. Rex went to save him at the last minute, and upon arriving at Iriadu just after the Bad Batch got out, Rex ends up finding Tech and saving him, only to show up later with him in season 3 or maybe even season 4 to save the day. I think they spent a lot of time on Tech this season, and it was pretty obvious that something was going to happen to him because they didn't focus on him in the previous season very much, meaning they probably wanted us to form some sort of a attachment with him and to understand him a little more on a personal level, so that his death, or supposed death, is a little more hard-hitting and emotional. Now, personally, I don't think Tech is dead. As many times as we've seen it in Star Wars, if you don't see a body, he's probably not dead. Same goes for Mace Windu. They're all out there somewhere, living their lives, and just waiting until, we see them in the next episode of something. So do you guys think Tech is actually dead, or do you think he is alive? He's somewhere and maybe Hemlock has him, or he's with Rex, or he's escaped on his own. I like to think he's still around and that he'll make a comeback at some point. I mean, if Darth Maul did, I think anyone can at this point. The Force or not. Thanks for watching today's theory video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you always.